PiWeb Monitor can also be used to populate industry standard forms. PiWeb Monitor generally comes with a few industry standard forms, but many can also be created to suit the customer's need. A very well-known industry standard form is the AS9102 for the aerospace industry. In order to use the AS9102 form, we simply select it from our monitor list. And then once the form is loaded, we simply point to the inspection plan that we want represented inside of the form. And then we hit update. And then our report will be populated and pages will be added in order to satisfy the length of the inspection plan. Similarly, what we can also do as well, some reports and some runs also have information contained in the header variables. So we can simply select these reports, click update, and then any information that was inside of the particular measurement run will also be captured in our header variable. And this information can also be edited and then also written back to the database as well. For example, if there was a particular change for an inspection part name, we can simply change the variable, click write, and now this information is permanently stored in our database. Then after we represent the information the way that we want to, we can click print and print this to a PDF for our records. Another common industry standard form is a PPAP form representing the last X number of parts. In order to use our PPAP form, we simply select the report and then we click on the inspection plan that we want represented in our PPAP form. And we just click update, and then PiWeb Monitor will add the amount of pages necessary to create the PPAP form. So the PPAP form will by default represent the last 10 parts that were ran, but if we wanted to specify a different number of parts that were ran or a different serial numbers, we can go to our measurement selection tab. Then we can click on our measurement selection and then actually specify which measurements we want represented in our PPAP form. Once we made our selection, we hit update, and then PiWeb Monitor will then fetch the data from our database and then repopulate the form with the appropriate serial numbers represented in the report. And then depending on the size of the inspection plan, PiWeb Monitor will add the number of pages required to properly represent the report. And once we're done, we can go ahead and print this to a PDF for our records. Another commonly used industry standard form is the GAGE R&R form. Just like the AS9102 or the PPAP form, we simply select it from our list, and once the report is loaded, we specify the sample or the data that we want represented inside of the report. And then we hit update, and then we'll see the information being populated into our report representing, in this case, a GAGE R&R Type 2 study with all of our information in the report and calculated.